Reach down between my legs, ease the seat back.
Welcome back to GearWire.com. My name is Bill Holland. You were listening to the StudioDock active USB monitors from Samson. These are pretty cool little speakers for your studio computer. Really ideal for use with a laptop, so you have the smallest size of a setup possible. Got an iPod docked in here. I've also got this hooked up to a computer. Although you can't operate the iPod when it's actually attached to the computer, so you have to disconnect it if you're using a Mac or a PC. But for the moment, let's get the box out of here. I know you all love this, so I'm going to continue my tradition of throwing the box. Excellent. These are really pretty good sounding speakers. We noticed when Owen and I hooked them up earlier today, they're extremely loud, let out a lot of noise. Do not be deceived by these tiny little guys. They put out quite a lot. Now, your iPod goes right in the top here. It works as a charger and as a playback device and can also connect to your iTunes. One little hacking thing, if you don't use your iPod for music, if you need to do quick data file transfer, if you're in an emergency situation, you can actually lock your iPod into here and it will read as a removable drive, which you can then format on your computer and throw files onto. Not really related to the audio aspect of this device, but really good if you're trying to transfer large amounts of either audio sessions, recording sessions, whatever. You can do that with this as well. Notice I've got my flattest possible microphone I have in-house. This is our Earthworks mic, and it's going to give us an idea of how this sounds. So let's pick a track here. See how it sounds again. Now I've got it positioned right now between the tweeter and the woofer. I'm going to go and actually give you an idea of what the woofer and tweeter sound like separately, so you can hear the lows and the highs. So there's our woofer. That's not all of your bass, because you have bass portholes back here. You'll see those. They actually will reflect a lot of the lower frequencies, which is part of why we get such a big sound out of these. Now let's listen to the tweeter. Now these are your high frequencies. Notice that you're getting a very clear response and that they're defined in relation to the sub-frequencies. Now listen to them both together. I'm going to pull back a little bit so we can hear both those and the subs a little bit. Gives you a really clear sound. Pause that. And again, the convenience of the iPod dock cannot be understated. Now let me flip this around real quick here so you can see the back. The reason why we have such clarity of sound is we're getting direct digital audio either from the iPod or from the computer. So this is going USB to your computer. So really these speakers are like a virtual interface. They're like a kind of a prosumer audio interface. They sound really good as a result. You can also do an analog input if you have some sort of external device you want to connect that's not either a iPod or USB connective device. Also, speaker wire connects these to the other speaker. So a really easy setup to work with. Works great on the road and great with any small setup or even with your desktop. These are the Samson StudioDock, and these can be used with your iPod very specifically, and when you're ready to go, disconnect from your computer, pull it out, and you are on the go with your Van Halen. But for now, I'm Bill Holland, and you are watching GearWire.com.